doing things. Here's my prompt. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hi, Grandma. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me for my history project. I'd love to learn about your life story, especially your time in Mexico, your early family memories, and your first marriage, to better understand our family's history. So I'm going to start with early life and family background. Where were you born?
In East Chicago, Indiana.
East Chicago, Indiana. When did you move to Florida?
I was about 5 years old.
5 years old? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What was your childhood like growing up?
Well, I had a really nice time in Florida. I love Florida. And I had 2 sisters and brothers born here. And there were 6 of us kids all together. And I was the second oldest. And I had an older brother. And Florida was nice. And then we moved up to Code, Indiana.
Yeah. How old were you when you guys moved to Indiana?
I was about 9.
9. And you liked Florida a lot more than Indiana?
Yes, because you could go out and play anytime.
All right, I agree with you. What were some of your favorite memories when you were young? Like your most favorite memory, if you had to pick one.
Well, we used to go to this big park here in Florida. It had all types of picnic tables, and it had like a little lazy river type thing. We would meet with other family members and with my cousins. That was very fun.
Yeah. Who's your favorite cousin, if you had to pick back then? Who'd you get the most trouble with and have the most fun with?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
All of them? You got
I
trouble
guess my cousin Karen, she was a little bit older than me, about 4 years older.
with Karen. I never heard about Karen.
Yeah.
Who is
My one aunt, Annie Mae,
Karen?
had quite a bit of children.
Yeah.
She had Marvin, Martha Louver, Karen, Billy,
Billy, I've never heard of these people.
and then she had 2 more.
Well, we're gonna have to go deeper into those later. But I never heard of Karen. I never heard of Billy. I
No.
never heard of Aunt May.
Yeah.
What was school like for you, and did you enjoy it?
No, I hated school.
Yeah. Was it the work or?
No, I probably had attention deficit and couldn't concentrate.
Yeah.
So I got all D's and F's.
But then, what did you end up doing and becoming?
Well, I ended up going and getting a bachelor's. Well, I got an associate, then I got a bachelor's, and then I got a master's.
So even though you didn't do good in school when you were a kid, you ended up excelling and doing amazing during school.
Yes.
And
Up there's my GPA.
yeah, let's go. That's amazing. So that gives good hope for me too.
Mm.
All right, so we're gonna break down into the juicy stuff now. So who was your first marriage, and when did you guys get married?
My first marriage was with Carlos Contreras, which that was quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
And yeah.
What do you know about what years? Maybe.
Oh, I'd have to really dig it up.
How old's Aunt Glow?
Gloria Gloria was
53.
born in 70. So I probably met him in probably early 69.
Early 69.
No, it must have been 68 because it was nice out when I met him.
Yeah.
And that was in Indiana, so.
Where did you guys meet?
I had a friend that went to Calumet College high school, and I went to Griffith High School. And she had a boyfriend named Chucky Bean. And so Chucky Bean had a friend named Carlos.
And how old do you think you were when you met Carlos?
Oh, I was 17.
17. And how old was Carlos? About, approximately.
So he probably was like 21.
21, 17.
No, he was 22. He's 5 years older, so. Yeah, 22.
What originally did you like about Carlos?
He had a car.
Had a car. Had a car. And anything you could say about when you started liking him or anything like that?
Well, we just would hang out and we'd go to Lake Eliza. You know about Lake Eliza. It's all fun in Lake Eliza and Valparaiso.
No, he was from Valparaiso?
No, but we would go to Valparaiso.
Yeah.
He was actually from Black Oak.
Wow.
He was living with his uncle that had a trailer. And then after we met, he moved into an apartment.
Yeah, well, now's a good time to get some more background on him. Where was he originally born?
He was born in San Pedro, Mexico.
Born in San Pedro, Mexico. And do you know when he moved here? Or
He
how
came
long?
here on a student visa, which he never really went to school. That was all a big lie.
Student visa. Okay. So you were probably like a senior when you guys met, or a junior? 17?
No, I wasn't in school.
Oh, so you met.
I was working. I ended up taking a GED to get my high school.
So, okay. So then after high school, so you're out of high school, he's out of high school.
Mhm.
What ends up going on, and when do you guys decide to finally get married, or anything before that?
Well, he was, really a nice person until our wedding night. And then he beat the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And from there, it got worse.
Yeah. And then, did you think about divorcing or anything during that time, or?
Yeah, he was very sadistic. And so I was going to divorce him. Then I got pregnant, so I couldn't divorce him. And then after Gloria was born, I was going to divorce him, but LaVon wanted me to go to Mexico. And she thought that was our chance to go to Mexico and I could divorce him when I came home.
Yeah.
And so we went to Mexico.
Yeah. And can you explain some stuff about where'd you first go to Mexico and
And we lived in San Pedro,
San Pedro?
and it was very nice. I love Mexico. It was very exciting, all kinds of good food.
Yeah. And what brought you there? You guys just wanted to go on a trip, or did you?
Yeah, we went on my first trip to Mexico with LaVon, my sister, and Carlos,
Yeah.
and Gloria, my baby.
Well, ain't Gloria went? That's so
Mhm.
cool. I didn't know that. So what started happening when you guys were down in Mexico? Was everything fun? Was
Well-
everything good between your marriage, or?
No, our marriage wasn't good. He was dating flaca, which means skinny. And but I had learned quite a bit of Spanish. I could understand it, and I could speak some of it, but it was kind of difficult. And so, but we came back, and then he sent me to Mexico for 3 months by myself.
So you guys came back to
Yeah.
United States.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was good.
No, we
wasn't-
fought all the time. It was
you guys
horrible.
were fighting and stuff down
Actually, the wasn't ICE at the time, but they had heard bad news about him. And although I was married, they came into our apartment and they told me that we can take him back if you want.
there? In Mexico or in
No,
the United
here,
States?
in the United
In
States. And in
States.
Chicago, I was living in Chicago. However, I had Gloria, so I told him no, which
You
was, I
kinda
regret it.
hampered. Yeah. So why did he send you back to, when he sent you back to Mexico, did he come with you?
No, he sent me
Oh.
there for 3 months so I could learn about Mexico.
So he wanted to teach you culture and...
I don't know what he wanted. He just...
when you're-
I mean, here's somebody that I can't order food. All the streets are in Spanish, so it's hard to even figure out where you're going.
Yeah.
And so, but it was difficult. So I depended on his brother, and his brother really liked me, and I kind of liked his brother,
Yeah, what was his brother's name?
Herman.
Herman. And were you staying with Herman at that time, or?
Well, the way the house was set up, the only room that was available was Herman's. And Carlos knew that. So I had to stay in Herman's room, which, you know,
Yeah. Was Herman
kind of
staying-
set up, huh?
Was Herman staying in the room too?
Yes, he would come in and out. It was just crazy.
So did you and Herman start liking each other?
Yeah, we did.
And why did you start liking Herman?
Because he was really nice and fun and sweet. He wasn't sadistic or mean or nasty.
He was there for you and kind of helped you during your time in Mexico. with
Yeah,
Carlos?
because I couldn't speak Spanish or anything. It just was, he put me in a bad situation.
Yeah.
And so, but no, Herman, they called him Penguin.
Penguin?
He was really known throughout everybody just loved him. He was a really cool person.
Yeah. What did he do in Mexico? Was he?
He dealt with marijuana,
He dealt marijuana.
pot, yes. He'd go up in the mountains and get mushrooms and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he would sell the pot. And
Yeah, you bring it,
mushroom,
yeah.
And that's how he like made his money. And
Yeah, and then he also would sew jeans. He'd make jeans out of material and, design them.
So what ended up happening between you and Herman? Did
Well, we came back here, and so we all lived together, and I was divorcing Carlos to get with Herman, but I couldn't divorce him because I ended up pregnant again, and that was with Tyson. And so after that, Herman took me to a church. Well, it wasn't a church, it was at somebody's trailer. And I got saved.
that's amazing.
And then I heard about John the Baptist and how he had been beheaded because he was with his brother's wife. So then I had to break up with Herman.
And then you went back to Carlos?
No,
Well, not- you stayed with
Carlos was too mean. He was just nasty. He's just a nasty, horrible person. So I got a divorce.
So okay. And did Carlos ever know about you and Herman?
Yeah.
Or he did know? How did he feel about? I know
It was
he's an
horrible. It was-
Abusive person. Would he hurt you over that?
Oh,
or-
I had been shot at, chased around, poisoned by him. It was just horrible.
All because, and he's the one who sent you there to begin with. And
Right.
told you to go stay. With
Yeah,
his
it's for
brother
3 months.
And
Yeah,
left you.
yeah.
Yeah. So he didn't try to do anything to Herman, or him and Herman close
No,
after,
when it first came out, it was like a tug of war. Because one would come over, blah, 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 the other one, blah, blah. It was horrible. That's why I would never, ever cheat. Ever again. That was just the most horrible thing I went through.
Well, it is, you say cheating, but I think he was the one doing the wrong to you.
Yeah.
Carlos was. And-
Well, Carlos wanted his papers
Yeah, so he married you.
for his papers, actually.
And then, was he a different guy before the marriage?
Yes.
Or-
He was nice until my wedding night.
Yeah, then.
But again, in Mexico, the life is very different. Carlos's mother had died. Herman was kind of took in by grandmother. Carlos was kind of left in between different family members. So he didn't have, he didn't know what a father or a mother or anything could be. So
Yeah, complete different lifestyles. kind of.
really, it's very, yeah.
Before we get more in about Carlos and divorce and stuff, what do you remember most about the people, food, or music or traditions in Mexico? Is
Oh,
there
it was-
something-
Yeah, it was crazy. The
Parties.
marachis. We'd go up
Marachis.
into Mexico City. I had actually a Oldsmobile, and it was a convertible. So we'd ride up and down with all the lights in Mexico City, and everybody would hang out on the street, have music, go up to the park.
So it was a lot more party friendly and like
Right.
not necessarily joyful, but more.
No, it was very joyful in Mexico
joyful.
without Carlos. But he spent a lot of time with this girl named Flaca. So, but me and Herman would go up to Mexico University in Mexico City. And so we had a lot of fun doing that. We went all over Mexico.
So yeah. And were you guys, did you guys go over and was he selling drugs while you guys
No,
were?
no,
Was
he
just
didn't.
fun and,
He wouldn't, if we was doing something, he wouldn't, you know.
do you remember a favorite dish that you really liked in Mexico when you were there, or
Well, I like chicken mole.
you still like chicken mole today?
I ate the food of the gods once, and that was like mushrooms and stuff.
Yeah.
I ate everything. I ate tongue. I
Did
ate
it-
brains.
Did the food of the gods make you see the gods after?
No, but it was just I don't know. It
No mushrooms?
it could kill you or something. I don't know. But anyway, I did eat it.
Yeah. Alright. Did you learn to speak Spanish when you were there?
Hablo poquito, not mucho.
What is that, a little?
I can speak a little, but not a lot. And now I forget because I don't use it.
And what did Mexico mean to you personally, or to your family story, or?
Well, I think it, became part of our family
For sure.
because I have a Gloria, and then I have Tyson, and Tyson has 2 children, and Gloria has 5.
So it really, for sure, kind of, sort of looking for, made our family in a way.
It's part of our family,
Yeah,
yes.
it's part of our family.
It's our family history.
Yeah, and we have Spanish heritage and stuff because of it. What did Mexico? I already asked you that. All right, now we're gonna move on to divorce. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was Carlos when you asked for the divorce, or could you just tell a story about how you decided to divorce and what happened after, and like Aunt Gloria and?
Okay, so when we got back, we was in East Chicago. I did have Tyson, and Tyson was Herman's, not Carlos's, and so it was like we was all trying to get along, but I had to decide who I was going to be with. And so because of John the Baptist, I said, I'll stay with Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlos sent me back to Mexico again with Herman, who was very angry with me.
Herman was at that
Yeah,
point?
because I told him I couldn't marry him because blah, 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 all this stuff with John the Baptist. And so all of his family knew that Tyson was Herman's. So all of his family did not treat me the best. But Carlos made me stay there and as my punishment.
Yeah.
And then he came and got me, and he had a van, and then he picked up hitchhikers, and he was saying all these horrible things, and he had these hitchhikers hating me, and because I wanted to leave him, I didn't want to stay with him. And then even after I got divorced from him, he would come into my apartment. That's when he poisoned me and Lindy. I mean, he was just a horrible person.
Yeah. Was Herman mean to you?
Oh no.
When you went back down?
Well, he
mad,
wouldn't
but
talk to me. He
He was
wasn't.
mad. But
He
not
wasn't
mean.
physical. Carlos was
Yeah.
physical.
Yeah.
He was just.
He was upset.
Yeah.
He had feelings, kind of. For sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we really cared about each other a lot.
So I don't know if it's too much, but do you want to get into the whole Uncle Tyson thing?
Well,
Or is that?
no, that's okay. Well, because Carlos knew that Tyson was not his, that he ended up kidnapping Tyson and sending Tyson to Mexico, where I couldn't find him. And he was in Mexico being abused by the grandfather, who everybody knew the grandfather was mean. So Carlos didn't even keep Tyson. He just did it to get even with me and Herman, I believe. And so Tyson had a horrible childhood when he was in Mexico. He was told I didn't want him, nobody loved him, and our whole family went through traumatic experiences because we couldn't find him. And Carlos would say, oh, do you want to talk to Tyson? Come to the house and you can call it this time. But he never would let me talk to him.
It was always just again.
Yeah, it was horrible.
We can pause it. What time is it?
1:54.
Oh, we still got some time. I'll edit that part out. I got cap cut. So can you explain the night when how did he take Uncle Tyson?
Well, because I would let the kids go and stay with him in California in the summer, and he would send them back. Now, I did not say anything bad about Carlos because I didn't want to hurt the kids' image.
Mm-hmm.
And so but he would do the different. He would go and say horrible things about me, and when the kids would come back, especially Gloria would call me names and say, I don't have to listen to you. My dad said, you're a bitch, blah, 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 blah. And so it was just horrible. But I didn't want to deprive them of a father, so I let them go and see him. Well, one time he didn't send Tyson. He didn't take Gloria. He only wanted Tyson. I don't think Gloria really wanted to go. And he never sent Tyson back then.
So he came and got him in the middle of the night one time and...
Right. They came and picked him up to go to spend the summer with his dad, and he never sent him back.
Yeah.
I never found him till Tyson was 15.
So, yes, my next. So, it was how many years, do you think, without talking to Uncle Tyson? And
say 9.
They
6 years.
So they kept him away from you.
In Mexico. He had in Mexico being
in terrible conditions.
Abuse. Yes.
And, yeah, instead of keeping him with his mom.
And lied to him and said nobody loved him, nobody wanted him.
So when was the next time you seen Uncle Tyson?
Well, Tyson was the milk kid. He was on the milk cartons.
He was?
Yes.
Missing?
Yeah, he was on the milk cartons. Yeah, for a long time.
I did not know this.
And so one of Carlos went and got him in California. I took him from Mexico because I guess he found out how bad his father was. I don't know, but he knew how bad his father was. Mm-hmm. But anyway, so he took him to California, and he was living in California, and one of his cousins, seeing the milk carton. And so I found Tyson.
So you found him.
Yeah.
You guys went and found him.
Yes.
And then, so Carlos would have kept him probably away from you for as long as possible.
Yeah. So anyway, I went to California. I had all the rights to get him. However, California is different. And they wouldn't release Tyson to me. I went to court, and Carlos told him all the lies that I was a drug addict, I was this and that, just horrible.
Meanwhile, you're raising your kids.
Yeah.
He's the one running away from
and I had $80 support. That was all he ever gave me. So while he's living in California, and he meets, because Tyson's sick with anemia, almost dying, he meets one of his friends from Central America, because he has family over there, and they have a lot of money. So she was taking care of Tyson, helping Tyson, because Tyson almost died.
Was that because of the abuse in Mexico?
Yeah.
Wow, that's messed
Well,
up.
he had a really bad anemia, and then he had thalassemia too. So he was pretty sick. So anyway, I couldn't get Tyson, but I had a plan. I had people I had met in California. We was going to kidnap him. And because I didn't think I could get in trouble because I legally had. But when I got there, Tyson was playing with all these kids. And he didn't even want to come in. And I had done a lot of, studying and reading on stuff like that, and how sometimes it's worse if you pull a kid out. So I asked him, I said, Tyson, I love you a whole lot. I want you to come home, but I'm not going to force you. But you have to tell me if you want me to take you or not. Because now he's living in California, there's money, things are different. And he just said, Mom, that's a hard question. I said, I know, but if you don't answer it, I would think you want to stay here.
Yeah.
So he didn't answer. So I didn't kidnap him. I didn't go. I just came back.
And he ended up having a decent life in America once he got here. Did he? Or...
Well, they had a good life in California.
Yeah, in California.
Because they had a lot of money. They was rich because she was a doctor, and they own a clinic, and then they own, but he still wasn't treated right by Carlos, because he would tell me that Carlos would, only pay him minimum, would talk down to. He was just like her mom. He was a sweet, wonderful person.
Yeah.
You know what, Tyson?
Yeah, Tyson was amazing. So after all this, how was your and Uncle Tyson's relationship? Did it grow after California? You came back?
Tyson came, moved here. He came and stayed for a little bit. Then he went back, culture shock, big. Mm-hmm. Then he came back and he got a house. He moved here with Misty. They ended up having 2 kids. And so the only thing but Tyson would never believe me that I loved him and wanted him.
Yeah, which is
back.
And if anybody knows you,
but that when and then Tyson, passed away when he was 50.
Yeah.
And so during the funeral, his dad never was mentioned once, and I feel that Tyson knocking on the glass. I know, Mom, because Carlos with all of his money, throwing money at everybody, being a big shot. He wasn't mentioned once. It was only about his mother.
Yeah. And he knew your heart and your love.
Yeah, well, he knows now.
So
I think he knew before he died, because I told him, I said, Tyson, that was such a lie.
Uncle Tyson knew. I'm positive. Uncle Tyson knew how much you loved
him.
So I do know that. What do you think this whole situation, did it kind of change who you are today, make you stronger, push you
it actually made me insane.
Yeah.
When you break a child and mother's bond like that, and you kidnap somebody's child and they can't find your child anywhere, that makes you pretty crazy. So the only thing I can say is, the other side of it, I have understanding that other people don't have.
Yeah.
But I would like to change it, but I can't.
Yeah. And then, so later on after this situation, you went back to school, right? You started going back, you met Grandpa. Or did you start going to school before?
Well, I got my associate when I was finishing that up.
So during going through all the craziness,
before Tyson was born, I was going to school.
Okay, good.
And so then I couldn't get up and down the stairs at Calumet. So I had to take in, to stop my classes. But then I did go back, and I kept working on getting my associate, and I got that. And then I was working, and then I took a business, and I got my business, but I had my associate in social work. So then I worked at LCAR, Lake County Association for Retarded. Retarded is not a bad word. It just means slower. But that was the name of the agency. And so, I could get, classes. I could do stuff there. So I worked there, and then I ended up getting my master's.
Do you think all this stuff pushed you to social work, like dealing with the family
dynamics? Yeah, trying to understand it. The biggest thing is Shane.
Yeah. It really pushed you?
Well, because I had to understand mental illness. Because my mom was had schizophrenia. And I don't know what Carl's had besides being a narcissist. But he was mentally deranged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But, I think all of that, I had to understand.
Pushed you, kind of made you insane, but it also made you to the type of lady today where you can help so many people.
Well, that gives me understanding. And then when you have a mother that has schizophrenia and you give her a piece of gum and she stabs a snake in the bed, I mean, you got to say, well, what is this stuff? And so, that's how I personally
Yeah.
I got involved with mental health issues.
And now you are your title, owner therapist,
Yeah.
Crossworks Therapy,
Crossworks,
MSW.
therapist, owner,
Yeah.
MSW,
So
LCSW.
through all the hard stuff, through all the crazy stuff, through all the rockiness, not knowing what's gonna happen, being shot at, poison, all you managed, right?
Yep.
And you more than managed.
Yes.
You did absolutely amazing. So yeah, I just want to say.
And that's
thank
because I got a
you.
lot of kids.
Yeah, and they all love you, and they all are crazy though.
A lot of love, grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you so much, and I got some more understanding, and I really appreciate it. And can't wait to see the finished project, and we'll see what everybody thinks of it.
All right.
That wasn't bad, was it?